Yango. I'm one of the members of the organizing committee for Meaning of Flux, and we are extremely happy that everyone is here. So we hereby begin the celebration. And the first item in the agenda is some words from Dean Alan Berger, the Dean of Social Science and Professor of Political Science.
Well, thanks very much, Maria. Thank you very much for inviting me here just to welcome this group of distinguished visitors and also faculty members and members of our community. Very grateful to Maria and her colleagues for organizing this event. And it's a pleasure to be among the supporters of the meeting. And I do want to congratulate Professor Penyango and the entire organizing committee and the scientific committee for what looks like a really outstanding program. One of the great attractions of being the Dean of Social Sciences at Yale is that Yale's Division of Social Sciences is it may very well be in American universities, maybe, I'm not sure, I haven't really investigated, a unique combination of departments. So in the social sciences, I have the privilege of overseeing departments ranging from the Department of Statistics and Data Sciences. I also have the Linguistics Department and the Psychology Department, which sometimes sneaks off into the Biological Sciences. So that's all inside the social sciences. So the range of scholarship that I get to have the privilege of being exposed to and get to learn about is really vast and very exciting. Unfortunately, the social sciences do not have the history department, but perhaps someday we can kind of sneak over and get that department as well. Just to give you a sense of what that means, on Yale's campus over the last week we had a conference within the social science division on democratization. And so the question there was, are democracies at risk in contemporary times? So all sorts of metrics about, should we be nervous about backsliding from various democratic norms and practices? And it brought a bunch of writers and historians and political scientists and others together. And next week, we'll be having a conference on computational social science organized by Drago Radev in computer science. But there'll be folks who do economics and computer science and linguistics focused on applications of some of the methods that are now being developed in computer science and data science of problems in the social sciences. And so you get the democratization, and then you get computer science. Today on campus we have the privilege of the conference that Maria and her colleagues have organized, in which we have linguists, psychologists, cognitive scientists, individuals who do neuroscience coming together to explore foundational questions on the development of meaning and its variation and change. And I can say that though this is not my area of expertise, as some of you in the audience are aware, I'm a political scientist. I do randomized experimentation. I study political psychology and political communications. I nonetheless very much enjoy reading the abstracts that had been collected for this conference. And I look forward to, in the coming weeks, talking with Professor Penyango and her colleagues about the research that will be presented here. The area of my own research interests that are closest to the topic of this conference and the techniques and measurement strategies of this conference is, I'm interested in the issue of what makes certain types of political speech persuasive. But the models that I tend to use to understand that, when I used to publish like a maniac before I became the Dean of Social Sciences, so I wish I could be back doing that this afternoon, say, after this conference perhaps, but that won't be happening. The thing is, I would be very interested, if I had the time and mental energy left, to talk to you folks about this, because I have a feeling that your models and your measurement strategies for understanding what would make a speech, political speech, persuasive or not, how you would even conceptualize that, would be like radical departure from what I would be doing in political science. And it would probably take like at least a week for us to learn how to talk together, okay, being super optimistic. So let's say by a week I mean like 3 years. But nonetheless, I think it might be very worthwhile. And perhaps when I retire from my administrative role, that will be my next project. With that thought, I just want to again welcome you all to Yale. Enjoy our fall weather. It's wonderful to see you here, and I hope to welcome you all again in the future.